So we have just spoken about praise and knowing how to praise wisely. We can suggest, though, there's another element to what we label praise or as well gratitude, which is so important to remember. And that is, how do the young ones in our home that we are caring for, how do they know what is important to us? How do they know what we value? How do they know our beliefs? And sometimes this could be missed. We sometimes take for granted that obviously they know what I value and what I believe. Obviously, they have that hardwired into them. Obviously. And what we can share is that just because we believe and value something, if it's left uncommunicated, it will not be passed on. It's something which is hit or miss. Now, what we mentioned in the Malava Malka is when we praise, when we are thanking a young person for doing something or praising them for doing something, yes, we are communicating to them generally what is important to us. When they, for example, work on a project and they complete it and they get good marks, so we can thank them and not thank them, but praise them. Well done. That's really special. But if, for example, we don't say to them that there is a difference between actually the accomplishment and getting good marks and as well working hard, they're not necessarily going to do that. So it could be that they worked on this project and they didn't get such good marks. So in a situation like that, you want to share with them that I want you to know that we don't just value the work getting done and getting good marks. We value as well the difficulty. We value the fact that you worked hard, you're trying hard. And we're going to praise you not just for getting it done, but for the time you put into it, for the work you put into it, for the communications that you had to have. Kol hakavod, well done. So there is an element to remember that I first want to start off sharing. That when we are praising, when we are thanking our children, it's important to let them know as well that this is a value of ours. This is important to us. There's another element as well, which I think is very, very important. And that is that we have to know for ourselves, and we spoke about this in one of the other Malav Malkas. We have to know for ourselves in our own life what is important to me. What do I value? What does our family value? What our family beliefs? If somebody were to ask you, list 7 to 10 beliefs and values that you have, hopefully you should have it, but do your kids know it? And this is something to recognize as well, that we want to communicate to your kids. And as I'm saying this is going to be my avodah. I'm going to make sure that I really practice this and go over this again. That I want to make sure that when I'm communicating to my kids, they know what is important to us. They know what we value. They know what we believe in. They know, for example, that the praise for winning is one thing, but the praise for trying harder is even more valuable to us. And it's not to take things for granted. We should remember that if I don't speak out what is important to me, if I don't speak out what's valuable to me, it's not necessarily going to be known by the young people in our home. So until the next message, I hope that you will put pen to paper, write down your beliefs and values, share them at the Shabbos table, share them at breakfast, share them at dinner. Allow them to know this is what we as parents, this is what we as a family, this is what we care about, this is what we believe in, this is what's important to us.